I came onto the scene during the first conference. The first two conferences have been held in New York, and this one is the third conference in Los Angeles.
I think it's a fabulous idea to hold this on Mission Road.
Hi, I'm Tomas Benitez from Plaza de la Raza. Welcome to the Latino Arts Now conference.
So what sort of insights did you pick up today on Latino art?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know this. My name is Marayo Primero, but niggas call me Chuleta Bitch.
I've been involved in, is it something I said or something? You're straight. You're just turned around. They're walking out already?
Well, first I would say that most of the insights will probably come during the panel I myself moderate on the Vet book series.
Are you an art head? You all up into art? You up into art? You real into art. I know you into art. But we're on the same page. I don't think we say. I don't think I'm saying anything that's so both chained that you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Well, you see them right now. I mean, they're the dinosaurs in the tar pits, man. And that's the rise of the Tea Party and all those guys. This is their last gasp. Man. They look at the numbers just like you and I do, and they're not dumb. They see the wave coming. I think extend a palm branch and a torta, man. I have to say that if you like tacos, you're going to love the next 100 years.
Can you get him with a long shot of his picture up there?
Are you wearing the same shirt?
It is the same shirt.
Well, I'm just very happy that Plaza was invited to host this event, and I'd love to do it again.
I'm not in the movies, so when you say action, what? Perdón.
Space matters, and too often these meetings take place in secluded parameters and museums and in college campuses and so on. And I just think it's a great idea. It's a great use of the space.
Groups of professionals in the arts, artists, and other aficionados like myself come together to discuss current issues in Latino art.
Identity politics, post-identity politics, the post-black movement, all that other shit that's happening around. Who's saying that? Who's making them words up? Well, if you can make up words, I'm gonna make up words. Fuck it, translingual. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And I'm gonna support my people doing their shit.
Are you a collector or are you an advocate? I'm both, but I'm an addict. There's no 12-step recovery program for this one. It's collectors are addicts. I've been a collector of something all my life, and I just can't stop because I can't let go of that moment when you stand in front of a new work of art and go, fuck, wow, that's wow.
When I first began making art, I worked primarily with accessible and cheap materials like my body and tape. I felt like I was called to perform, like a spiritual calling. Now I believe I was delusional. And in fact, being delusional is still one of my main strategies to continue forward.
Well, the future of Latino art, I think, is number one, recognition. A lot more recognition than that's received in the past. I think it's going to continue to be very diverse. I think there's a misconception that Latino art hasn't been diverse. It has throughout its entire history.
To hear what people are saying about the effort to destroy Latino art, just as there's efforts to destroy Latino communities, and to see people concerned about it and thinking about ways to counter that is also remarkable and rather inspiring. Maybe I can see myself getting involved in something like that again.
Nourish the soul to go back to war, to encounter the people that share the concerns, the loves, the misses, the invisibilities that I have, and to take that and the las ganas back to what I do.
I'm a great believer in the formal process and the informal process. The formal process is outstanding. We have expertise, we have intellectuals, academic scholars, and artists. The informal process is where people talk to each other, they exchange cards, they exchange greetings. They reinforce each other's worth and value in terms of their career. And this is the place where colleagues need to refuel each other's energy. So it's been great in that sense, formal and informal.
And it gets better and better every year. You know what I mean? I know that it's tough getting funding for it. I wish that there was more funding so that you could bring more scholars, more artists.
From New York, I'm really proud to be here with the Puerto Rican contingent of artists from different generations, speaking to each other about really important issues on a community level in New York, how it relates to the national story, that we can dialogue with Chicano brothers and sisters here and Dominican artists and Cuban artists. There's a network of Latinos from everywhere that we get to sort of dialogue with on the West Coast. Is sort of a new experience.
I am Sergio Vasquez, and I'm very proud to be part of the Latino Art Now at Plaza de la Raza. This is a collaboration with my dear friend and colleague Jose Lopez from Michoacán. I'm originally from Tecolotlan, Jalisco, Mexico, and I'm an American painter, a Chicano painter, or any kind of human painter you want me to be. Oh, brother, I have learned so much. People that I have seen and read about and admired throughout my first 20 years in the visual arts, more than 20 years, that I just don't believe it. It's like a dream come true, and I'm very glad to be here.
I think the artists have really liked the idea of meeting other artists and seeing the exhibition spaces they saw last night, the print studios, and I learned a lot on this. And I'm also very grateful for this conference, and hopefully they'll continue to participate in the years to come.
I came to this conference because I wanted to learn about what Chicanos were doing throughout the United States, and this is one of the few places where you can find that out.
And I felt really good getting off the freeway to come here. And I'm happy I made it in time for your panel and to see the new film, Eloy Take Two.
One important takeaway is that when we're talking about U.S. Latino art, we're talking about the American experience. And we heard whether we're Puerto Ricans or Dominicanos or Salvadoreños or Mexicanos, you know, we are part of the fabric of this country.
Salud.
Salud. Salud. It was a great 3 days, man. Awesome. Learned a lot. Yeah, it was great.
Salud to Latino Art Now.
Salud. Latino Art Now. Am I supposed to drink it now?
But what a glass. I need a larger glass.
Salud! And if you weren't here, sorry.
Globalization is not a 21st century idea. You know, people way back had been exchanging, promoting, indigenous people, airplanes fly in the Southwest. The flight patterns for a lot of the jets are the walking patterns their indigenous ancestors carved. We've never been a community that has been one way. So I'll close by 3 words that I used today. Because I like discos rayados. People will tell you over and over. So the 3 words that I talked about, they're my 3 current words. They're conocimiento, confianza, and convivencia. We don't know each other. We're barely at the point of knowing who we are, a global community. The relations of not only the continent, but the globe. We're inserted in that relationship. We're also inserted in the United States, the U.S. experience. So confianza means sharing experiences together so that you trust one another. We have to share so that we can trust one another. Tener confianza con cada uno. Tener confianza que los jóvenes van a seguir la lección de los viejos y los viejos están abiertos a aprender de los jóvenes. So, confianza. And the last one is convivencia, a word that came from Spain at that moment when the Spaniards, the Jews, the Arabs, the Moors were all trying to find a way to live together in peace. There's no translation in English. Convivencia is a conviviality of sharing and learning together. Conocimiento, confianza, y convivencia, we started here and we hope continues at other Latino Art Now conferences. Gracias.